trying to put that account on our user adjustment fees list. It's proven to be probably the biggest debacle I've had with any of the accounts in true baby form. And so there's been splits and consolidations and things like that, and it appears that kind of like another account was created for it. So like the boat slips one, I believe what I'm looking at is that the boat slips have their own account altogether, which isn't an accurate count to date either, because that would be weird. Yeah. So I would think that in the process of cleaning things up, we would consolidate them to one account and include the entire parcel, which matched the original LID number, as we're doing with everyone else. So it would be, it's a very, very large lot with, I want to say 64 ERs associated with it. So the condos that are up there definitely have the ERs to do it, and there's definitely room for a lot more growth in that area.
Is it in the Vista Bay West?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And that's what you told us, is for all those condo trailer houses.
Yeah, and the Vista Bay West actually came from the lot split that happened from the original LID, is what I can think.
Okay, now you're saying just charge that to 1 meter?
Yeah, so currently the condos have their own water and sewer account. Then the boat slips and another Vista Bay account have a 2000 account. The 2000 accounts are just the sewer accounts, so obviously that one would logically conclude is the boat slip one. So the boathouse that's there, or is that what it is, a boathouse with the...
I think from what Ted on that one, it's a bunch of trailer houses that he's turned into condominiums up there, right on the other side of where McDonald's property is.
Yeah. Well, those have been there for years.
Yeah. But we don't have any accounts for it.
And they're golly, they don't. I mean, they own the property together. They all have a share in the property.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they don't own their individual lot.
Correct.
But as far as I
would think
decide how to handle this until the box.
the site inspection.
That's all right.
And so Monday is my form creation day. I have a lot of things planned for Monday. A lot of things
we have
planned.
that meeting here. Yeah.
Bob.
but there's only one
At least they
meter.
got legs.
Well, he just found this meter. We didn't even know it was
There's
there.
only one meter.
Yeah, what it is, I pulled it up on the map here. Obviously, I'm not online that I can share it, but just Bob, so you can see that the meter is an area where there's no condos or anything here. And what happened was they called us last spring and said your meter's leaking. And I thought it was down at the boat docks. And no one take it over there. They showed us this meter. It's in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't go anything. They said, well, this is what we use for our irrigation. So that's how we found it. Because it had a leak, and they said you need to come fix it. And it was true. But the reason it's leaking is because we didn't know it was there. And so we had to put a new meter.
But that also going to be part of our water loss.
Yeah, it was that point. It was up to that point they used 2 million gallons of oil these years. It was not accounted for.
And that's something when we have our next workshop board meeting on all of this, is we're gonna have to decide on things like this. Are we gonna charge them for what they go through that meter? You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to decide how we're gonna handle that.
Right.
But that's another issue. At least
Right.
now we know then that we're gonna include that on that one. So Jesse, as you
But
said.
the homes don't have a meter.
Well, no, they do. The condos do. This one, and they actually have other meter sets there for future condos. But this was just in the middle of nowhere, as I just showed Bob. It's an empty lot. It's like, wouldn't think there's anything there.
So we can have an account.
So we didn't have an account for them. Nobody knew about it.
So, but they were using
They were using it, yeah.
for irrigation.
Yeah, they said that this is for our irrigation. That's what they told me, so.
Okay.
I'm just amazed at how many. Okay.
We keep
Apparently
running.
they have some landscaping, I'm guessing down below around the clubhouse and things like that. That's what I'm guessing. Must be something around there.
We don't know what we don't know. We
Yeah.
keep learning, we don't know.
That doesn't be a guess.
Yeah.
Use it for irrigation, but you might be using it for, household use.
Well, they said they've been turning it off in the fall and turning it back on in the spring. What they told me, so when they turned it on, the meter was leaking, because it wasn't insulated, we didn't know about it.
So when you start reading it, then you'll know what, how much water's going
Exactly.
in.
Okay, so then we can avoid that.
You know,
Okay,
little
the
individual
next-
trailers right there at the west end, do they pay individually? Or just one?
Well, there's also another small water system that's on their own in there, and that might be a part of it. It's actually, I think something.
The condos? The
No, not the
condos pay
condos, I'm talking about the trailers, she's asking about
Yeah,
trailers.
there's several.
Oh, yeah.
And I know they have their own little system at Penn Hill Health District called me, asked about what I knew about it, because they said, we're gonna go and investigate this, because they fall under their jurisdiction as a small water system.
That's all we need, really, small water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just kind of a update on what's going on there, put it on everyone's radar.
Okay, so let's go to,
Yeah, it is.
item number 6, that's
Once you
real
read
straight.
50 connections or population